Talking to a camera feels awkward. It feels weird. You're talking to this inanimate object, and you probably look awkward, you sound awkward, your body language is stiff. It's not easy, and I totally get it. I have been posting a long-form video every week for 33 weeks, and I've been doing this like talking to YouTube thing for about 5 years now. I've learned a lot of different things, and I've just made a lot of mistakes. So I have put together 10 different things that I have learned on how to talk to a camera better, how to make yourself not look awkward and be more engaging. Before I get into some of the pointers about how to speak to a camera better, I just want to tell you first, you're not awkward. You feel like you're the most awkward person to be on camera. You watch yourself back after you record and you just hate it. You don't want to post it. You want to delete it. And I get it. You watch people like Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat and MKHB, all these guys who are just so relaxed, so natural on camera. The truth is, it takes time, it takes practice, and there are actually some very practical things you can do. Even if you're maybe not naturally the most charismatic or outgoing person, there are some practical things you can do to speak to a camera better and be more engaging. Tip number 1, mentally prepare. For me, sometimes the night before a video shoot, I'm gonna be shooting a YouTube video the next day. As I'm getting in bed, as I'm falling asleep, I am thinking through my video. I'm thinking through the points that I've written out for the video and how do I wanna deliver it? Because if my thoughts are disjointed, if I'm going into it just kind of muddled and confused, that's gonna transfer to the video, and you're gonna see that. You're gonna see me be confused. You probably already have in the past. But be mentally prepared. Just go into it and absorb like the whole concept. Like live and breathe it for at least a day to just really think about what you're gonna speak about. To me, that really makes a big difference. Tip number 2 is talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend. And that is a lot easier to say than actually to do, and I understand that. There are people that actually say if you take a picture of your friend, print it out, put it right under the lens of your camera, that almost helps your mind mentally switch into just having a normal, relaxed conversation. For me, I almost like mentally time travel ahead, because I know that while I'm just here by myself in this park with my camera, ultimately you and others will hopefully be watching this video. And so I kind of just pull that mentality back from the future and put it here right now and say, hey, right now there's someone behind the camera and they're listening to what I'm saying and hopefully finding it helpful. And so it's really just about having a conversation like you're in the park right now, you're having a cup of coffee, you're just hanging out with your friends, having a conversation. Number 3 is body positioning. How do you carry yourself on camera? How do you hold yourself? Because all of that really, really matters. Here's what you don't want to do. Say I'm sitting on a log. You don't want to be a bump on a log. You don't want to have your hands down. So you're sitting there like this, you're kind of slumped. You just kind of sitting right here, looking around. You're not making eye contact. You kind of avoid it. And my hands are down, I'm not moving. I just kind of in this cocoon of safety. But it actually looks awkward, and it's not gonna help you actually feel more confident. Here's what you wanna do. You wanna sit up straight, you wanna have good posture and have this confidence about you, your shoulders back, and you wanna have your head up and make eye contact. I'm talking to you. We're looking at each other, we're talking. I'm not trying to make that awkward, but we're looking at each other, we're talking to each other, and I'm moving my hands. So see, now when I'm talking like this is way more engaging, and I'm leaning forward and I'm invested in this conversation. You'll notice a lot of my clips, I start where I'm leaning forward into it, or I'm using my hands because I want to draw you in. I want you to know hey, I'm here to have a conversation, let's talk, I've got something I want to talk about with you. Don't be stiff, don't hold yourself, don't be a bump on a log. I'm literally sitting on a log right now. I wasn't even planning that wasn't part of the correlation, but it works. Don't be a bump on a log. Pull your energy into how you communicate. Use your hands, lean into your conversation, and let your audience know that you are invested in them. Tip number 4 is talk out loud before you press record. I literally did this before I started recording this video today. Being able to just hear your voice out loud actually is a really, really helpful tip. If you've not been talking a lot up until this point in your day, or if you're just not used to it, you're not used to hearing your own voice just broadcasting out to a camera, and it feels awkward. But doing that little thing is just kind of like a no strings attached. You just kind of get your voice out there, say a throwaway line, something to just hear yourself and kind of get warmed up. Doing something like that actually really, really helps me, and I think that'll help you as well. Tip number 5 is learn how to use pauses and cadence to your benefit. If you're talking really monotone and really flat and you're not giving any pauses, or you're not taking your voice up or down, it's just kind of very bland, that's not a good look. It doesn't sound good, and it's just downright annoying. Now here's the proper way to use pauses and cadence. We're talking today about how to talk to a camera. It's 2026, and being able to speak naturally and comfortably to a camera is a really important skill to learn. It builds trust and engagement with your audience. So you can see right there, took my voice up and I brought it down. It's a warm, engaging tone, and it's so much easier for your audience to listen and follow along. Tip number 6 is organize your thoughts. Don't vomit information. Take it in chunks. Kind of like how I'm doing this video, where I'm taking it one piece at a time instead of just like telling you everything at one time. Taking it in little pieces makes it easier for me to deliver. It makes it easier for you to digest. So break it into pieces, organize your thoughts. Make it so much better for you and the viewer. Tip number 7, if you mess up halfway through a sentence, don't just start in where you messed up on that word. Try to go back to the beginning of the sentence. Maybe you'll have to go back to the beginning of the point, but at least go to the beginning of the sentence. When you go to edit and you're like, dude, I messed up halfway through a sentence and I just kind of picked up on that word I messed up on, it just makes for a very weird cut. So just get in the practice of, if you mess up, it's okay. Just start at the beginning of that sentence. Tip number 8 is walk and talk. This is kind of a vlog style, and sometimes people will actually feel more comfortable walking and talking. A lot of times I actually have felt very comfortable when I'm walking and talking like this. I don't know what the psyche is about that, but somehow it does make it easier to just kind of engage and keep that thought running. I think it's just a mentality of when you're walking, you're in line, and so your thoughts stay in line. So give that a try. Point number 10 is be yourself. You're like, yeah, but Lucas, myself is awkward. I don't want to be myself because I don't want to be awkward. That's not true. You're not awkward. It's just uncomfortable. We talked about that. But you're going to be tempted to feel like you have to talk and be and act like another YouTuber or somebody else, somebody other than yourself. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to just be yourself. I want you to be natural. Apply the things we've talked about, include those things to yourself, to your personality, but be you. Infuse yourself into your content. And I can guarantee you 5, 10, 15 videos down the road, you're gonna look back and realize you're not the same person you were at video 1 because you just kept at it. So stay encouraged and keep practicing. Growing a YouTube channel is not easy. I made a mistake here I talk about that I don't want you guys to make, so watch that here. Subscribe for more if you wanna see more. I hope you do. Hope you stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.